Does Yahweh lie? The short answer is no. The scriptures reveal to us in multiple places that God is not a deceiver and is not capable of lying. For example, Titus 1:2 tells us, "In hope of eternal life, which God, who never lies, promised before the ages began." Or in Numbers 32:19, it states, "God is not man that he should lie, or a son of man that he should change his mind." Many times people will object to Yahweh's truthfulness with the following passages. 1 Kings 22:20 through 22, Jeremiah 27, Ezekiel 14:9, Ezekiel 20:23 through 26, Jeremiah 4:10. However, none of these passages tell us that Yahweh lies or is capable of lying. However, it tells us that he allows people to be deceived or allows deception to happen to those who already have intentions of being in falsehood or rebellion against him. The Hebrew word used in most of these passages is patha, which largely means to persuade. In 1 Kings 22:20 through 20, that's a tongue twister, God does not lie, but permits a lying spirit to deceive people who have already chosen to go against God. They were practicing false prophecies, and so God says, okay, I'm going to allow you to be deceived. Jeremiah 20:7, the word patha means to persuade. It never means that God deceived Jeremiah or the Israeli people. Jeremiah 4:10, Jeremiah is falsely accusing God of not fulfilling a promise to bring peace to Israel. Ezekiel 14:1 through 10 is another passage that a lot of people point to prove that Yahweh deceives. However, Yahweh never deceived them, but he allowed people who were practicing and pursuing falsehood to be given over to their own desires. Yahweh never deceived them. Deception never came from Yahweh. I would also like to point out that this is objections that Muslims will often point to make Allah look better or to prove that Yahweh is a liar. However, this does not make the Quran or Allah look better. In fact, it only makes Yahweh look equally as bad as Allah. In Surah 4:157, Allah causes deception by making it appear that Jesus was crucified when he had not been. In Surah 17:16, he commands people to do something and then punishes them for doing just that. So if you're a Muslim and next time you want to use these passages to try and make Allah look better or make Yahweh look bad, you're not doing either of those things. In fact, you're just making Allah look worse and lying on the scriptures.